Hey guys, Jamie at the Summer Rain channel. Welcome back. Today we're going to make do-it-yourself incense. I think this is a really fun and easy project. Oftentimes some of the smells that we love, we can't find an incense, and for me that's kind of frustrating. So I figured I would go ahead and start making my own. I specifically wanted to make incense that are scented with Love Spell because Love Spell reminds me of my mom. She was obsessed with Love Spell, like had the lotion, the sprays, all of the 9 yards, and whenever I smell it, it makes me think of her. So I really wanted to make it in an incense. Also, when you're making your own skincare, if you're anything like me, you wind up with all these different fragrance oils, and I really like to feel like I get my money's worth, so I try to use it in as many projects as I can. I did put the full recipe on the video itself. It's also down in the description box below, along with some links if you need to know where to go to get some of the stuff. And I put a link to my blog. So on the blog, I go a little bit more in depth about the ingredients, why we use them, all of that stuff. So if you're curious about that, feel free to pop over to the blog. And without further ado, let's learn how to make incense. So for our incense, what we want to do is go ahead and weigh out 2 parts DPG to 1 part fragrance oil. So I'm using 2 ounces of DPG and 1 ounce of Love Spell fragrance oil. So what we want to do is go ahead and mix up our fragrance mixture. To do that, what we're going to do is add the Love Spell fragrance oil right into our DPG. And now we're just going to give that a good mix just to make sure the Love Spell and DPG is mixed fully. We don't want just a section of DPG, and we don't want just a section of our fragrance oil. So the next thing we want to do is go ahead and grab a container. The key is to make sure that you get a container that is big enough for your incense to lay flat in there. So I'm just using this one because really it's the only container that I have that's big enough to hold these incense. Now we're going to go ahead and just pop our mixture right into our container. And I just give it a little swirl to get the fragrance mixture to fully cover. And then you just want to go ahead and start placing your incense. And then you're just going to keep placing your incense in there. Like I said, you want to make sure that they're fully covered. So I found that putting mine kind of at this angle, I get the best incense coverage. Now we have to allow these to sit in the fragrance and DPG mixture for a full 24 hours to completely soak the incense, so you're going to get the best fragrance possible. So what you want to do is just grab some saran wrap. Oh. And we're just going to cover that up. Now I'm just going to let this sit for 24 hours and then I'll be back for the next part. So now that we've allowed these to sit in the fragrance mixture for 24 hours, what we're going to do is go ahead and pull them out. And I'm just going to use this container to lay them across. So you can use this, you can use a drying mat. What you don't want to use is like laying it flat on a paper towel because you do need air to get to it and you need them to dry. Also, the paper towel would probably absorb most of the fragrance that you put on the incense sticks. Now, when you're placing them, you kind of want to make sure that they're not touching. So go ahead and space them out, and then you're going to allow these to cool like this, to go ahead and finish drying for about 2 days until they're fully dried. So I'm going to give these 2 days and then I'll come back. And that's how you make your own incense. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you enjoy making your own. And if you haven't done so already, be sure you hit that subscribe button. Bye.